On the internet you would have seen many videos which advise you to disconnect all the electronic items at your house from the mains before going to sleep. The reasoning given is even when the TV, the charger or the recorder, when they are off, if their light, the light of the remote control is on, then they are consuming electricity. And this small electricity, though small for one instrument, it adds up and it leads to a lot of expenditure overall. So it is a good practice to put off everything before going to sleep from the mains. Of course, other than the refrigerator. So maybe it is the Wi-Fi, maybe it is the mini chargers for phone that you have, maybe it is the TV, maybe it is the computer. The interesting part is the advice is correct, but the observation is wrong. And this is exactly what is called as convincing untruth in ancient wisdom. It feels a convincing argument that these instruments, take for example the charger, when it is not plugged into a mobile also, it slightly gets warmer, that means it is consuming the electricity, and that electricity adds up, and so we should not do it. We should not do it, but the argument supporting it is wrong. I will tell you why. I did this experiment and you can do it too. Connected 10 chargers in my house, all other instruments were stopped, and then looked at the electric meter. Observed for 15 minutes. It did not even move. Then when I calculated the usage that would be there when they are not connected, it is about 2 watts per hour. So the electricity that is wasted is about 2 watts per hour, and that adds up for 10 chargers. That adds up to about 17 kilowatts in a year. That means 170 rupees in a year for 10 chargers. So for one charger, logically it is about 17 rupees, which now let us consider your tube light is about 20 watts. The heater is 1000 watts at least. The iron is 500 watts at least, and so on. So comparing these, if you reduce the usage of any of these instruments, it is way more saving than putting off the charger. Or for that matter, if you start sleeping just 15 minutes early, the savings that you would have at your home would be at least 50 times more than this. So think about it. It is not necessary to put off the chargers. It is not necessary to put off the TV from the mains for this reason. But the other reason is more compelling, or rather it is the right reason. The right reason is, when you start doing this, before going to sleep, putting off all the instruments, automatically you are taking a round through the house and you are looking for anything that looks out of ordinary. Some latch open, some window open, something not in place, something that is somewhere that it should not be, and you start closing each one of these down, and then you come to your bedroom and go to deep sleep with the feeling that you have done everything that was necessary to do in your house. You have taken a round, and that also contributes to the safety and the security. So this is the actual reason that you should do it, not the reason that it will save electricity, but that reason is given because it is better convincing for lay people to follow. So at starting point it is okay for the 4th standard, 5th standard, 6th standard, but the same reasoning should not be used at 10th standard or at graduate level. That is ancient wisdom. As we progress, the reasoning for doing things or not doing things changes, and that needs to change as per our level in the educational field, our level in the society, our level in our community. That is ancient wisdom. Namaskar.